Welcome back to Port of Long Beach headquarters. We're now on the 6th floor where the Board of Harbor Commissioners has been meeting for the past 54 years. It's a museum of sorts and home to some of the incredible gifts that have been given to the port over the years. Now, Chris Berry here is with us once again. How has the port come across all these gifts, and tell us about some?
Well, the commissioners and staff go on a lot of trade missions abroad and visiting various ports around the world, and our customers in China and different countries. Often some tokens of appreciation are exchanged, and they're often very lovely additions to our little museum here. We also have models of a lot of the notable ships that have called here over the years. For instance, there's a model of the SS Iowa, which was the first ship to call at the port back in 1911. There's some marine hooks and so forth that were used to unload the ships back in the old days before containers. Also, we have a table that was used by Ronald Reagan to sign a couple of bills back in the 80s.
Now, if someone wants to learn more about the history of the port, and as we've seen, there's plenty of it, where do they go?
They can go to our website, and we have a lot of information there at polb.com/history.
All right, we'll let you off the hook there. Chris Berry, thanks for all the information today. We appreciate it.
Thank you very much, Sean.
Now, gifts and plaques are just one way of saying thank you. We appreciate your partnership. In our final two stories, we'll take you to a special place where volunteers are helping welcome the thousands of seamen who visit Long Beach every year. And then we'll get a quick update on the progress of construction at Middle Harbor.
Seafarers often spend weeks and months at sea, separated from family, friends, and the comforts of home while working to deliver the goods that make our homes and lives more comfortable. Seafarers crew the thousands of vessels that come to the Port of Long Beach each year, and the first place many of them go as soon as they hit land is the International Seafarers Center.
It's a haven of rest for all the seafarers who come into our port, one of the largest ports in the United States, and we stand to serve them in any which way we can.
Founded more than 30 years ago, the Seafarers Center is a charitable, nonprofit organization that is as close to home as they will find during their long ocean journeys.
Yeah, it's hard because you are away from your family. It's not easy, adjusting yourself, thinking about them, But that's our work, It helps us a lot. I mean, especially for those who don't have money to spend,
At the Seafarers Center, they can use free internet services, do their banking, purchase phone cards to connect with loved ones, play games, relax, purchase supplies and gifts, and occasionally bump into friends from around the world. There's also a non-denominational chapel that offers a wide variety of church services and a quiet place to read and reflect.
They come here, they are welcome, they can talk to us, so they feel like home. They touch the ground, and Seaman Center is very important for them because they feel relaxed, they feel a little bit welcome, and they feel the warmth of some loving people.
To help these hard-working people make ends meet, the Seafarers Center offers a variety of services, including financial aid and even donated clothing and shoes.
The money they make on these ships are pretty good compared to the per capita income of that nation. But when you come out of the United States, with the money they make, it doesn't buy much. So they're very frugal in what they shop, and we help them to buy the things that they can take for their children or home or mail from here. So these seafarers need a place like this so badly.
A fleet of courtesy vans is available to take them to stores, theaters, medical facilities, local attractions, and more. As a nonprofit organization, the ISC has a big heart but a small budget, and it's able to provide its services thanks to donations from partners in the goods movement industry and other charitable organizations, volunteers, and dedicated staff, providing our international guests with hospitality and a place where communion with others transcends cultural, religious, and ethnic differences is a true gift. For more information on how you can support the ISC, call 562-432-7560. The Port of Long Beach's 9-year, $1.3 billion Middle Harbor modernization project is now more than one-third complete, and the progress is unmistakable. The north portion of the wharf will be finished in early 2014, along with the first structure, as finishing touches are being put on the North Operations Building. It will serve as the electronic nerve center for the world's greenest and most modern terminal.
They're getting it cleaned out. They're going to be putting the carpeting down, finishing up the painting. They're buttoning up some of the paneling on the outside and the windows, so the tenant will be moving in. They'll start setting up their IT system and everything, so it's pretty critical to the entire operation of the terminal.
These rails are ready for action as the Port of Long Beach's first 10 rail-mounted stacking cranes have arrived and are being installed. More are on the way as Middle Harbor will boast 70 of these 250 metric ton machines.
There'll be 2 cranes per stack, and they're non-passing cranes, so one crane can work one half of the stack and the other crane will work the other half.
The stacking cranes will span 9 containers wide and 6 high, a big improvement over the 6x4 cranes that Long Beach Container Terminal currently uses.
These cranes are 9 wide, and we have other stacking cranes for the yard that are 10 wide. But all of them are actually the largest stacking cranes built to date. These cranes are extremely advanced, probably the most advanced stacking cranes yet built in the world. These cranes are ready to go to work from day one, the day they come off. They've already been tested with all their drive functions. Everything's been done at the manufacturer, so we don't have to do too much of that on site here.
These large pieces of equipment are all electrified, and so the traditional diesel burning yard equipment is no more. And this terminal is going to be one of the cleanest in the world. We're actually doubling the cargo capacity of the terminals that were here, as well as cutting the harmful air pollutions down in half. So it's a win-win for the community.
This scaffold-like structure is also new to the port. It's one of 5 racks designed to store refrigerated containers vertically, which will save a lot of space as reefers are currently stored in long lines across terminals.
Each reefer rack here will accommodate a row of containers that are about 8 wide and 5 high.
More than 1,000 construction jobs are being created each year of the project, which is speeding toward the end of Phase 1, when Long Beach Container Terminal will move its operations to the north side and redevelopment can begin on the south end.
It's very critical. It's kind of when things all come together. We're doing our best to meet the schedule in order to get this ready for mid-2015.
For all the latest information on this project, visit polb.com/Middle Harbor.
That's all for this edition of Pulse of the Port. I'd like to thank Chris Berry for joining us and giving us a glimpse into the 54-year history of the Port of Long Beach Administration Building. For all the latest news and videos, visit polb.com and feel free to send us a message on Facebook, follow us on Twitter or Instagram. I'm Sean Horejs. Thanks for watching Pulse of the Port.